There are two Americas, and it seems like one is where all the cool jobs are, where people drive Teslas and eat artisanal ice cream. We have orchestras and theater districts and world-class shopping. We have Chef Wolfgang Puck. They have Chef Boyardee. Yeah. Our roofs have solar panels. Theirs have last year's Christmas lights.
Comedian Bill Maher taking heat for his latest remarks on Middle America. The HBO host on his show last Friday said on his show that traditionally conservative red states were envious of liberal-leaning blue states and their bustling economies. He also took a swipe at Amazon, saying the company should, quote, take one for the team and open a second headquarters in a so-called forgotten red state. So I want to lead by saying Amazon is in a bunch of red states, and there are many James Beard award-winning chefs in red states. And a lot of liberals really don't like Bill Maher anyway, who's used the N-word. And Melissa.
I was saving my time from the last segment for this one. This one, because that was very honest. That was very honest. That is exactly what liberals think of everyone else. And it really shows that it is about money and snobbery and being entitled, and that that is the quintessential definition of what a limousine liberal is, or a Learjet liberal, or whatever he might be. But it's looking down on other people, really, because they have more money. And the solar panel, it's so perfect, because it's like, of course you can afford more expensive energy, you can afford solar panels, you can afford that luxury of making that your issue, because you're not scrapping to try and, pay your rent.
Can I just say really quickly how sad it is for Bill Maher that he doesn't know anyone who has calluses on their hands.
Yeah.
And, he doesn't know anyone who's going to take a casserole to their neighbor when they get a cancer diagnosis. Yeah. And I feel bad for him for that, but also his bias and his bubble that he lives in. There are two Los Angeles. He lives in Los Angeles. He should go visit some of the tent cities and places like Venice. He should go to some of the high schools where 82% of the kids don't graduate, because the place that he's talking about is riddled with problems and statism. And he used to be funny, but that isn't even a clever take on something. It is a blatant lie, and he should go spend some real time with real people in the middle of the country.
Like he's saying, let them eat cake. He would go out there and,
Bill Maher is also,
Marie Antoinette.
He's not running for office. We should point that out.
That's why he's so honest. That's why he's so honest.
I was in Texas last week, and to a person, they were all talking about how they really wish they could be more like New Jersey. So it's, the thing about Bill Maher is a jerk, and the worst part about it is he's an uncultured jerk. The clip you said we have Wolfgang Puck. At this point, I know Wolfgang Puck for canned soup. Frozen pizzas, airport grab and go. This is not culture to me. And I'll tell you, I would put up the red state that I live in, which is Middle America, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where I spent a lot of time in Texas, against any of the places he's been, and he thinks are so cultured any day of the week.
Yeah, I don't think this is one, obviously, that we're going to be divided on, but we have to be careful that, we don't get back into deplorable territory, but that we can still also have a conversation about where tax dollars come from, because urban centers do. We all pay taxes here. We know.
My friend Pam in Brownstown, Indiana, sent me the list of stuff that was on her kids' auction at their Lutheran high school. They raised over $300,000 for their school because everyone there pitches it.
They care.
We'll talk about it in the break. More Outnumbered in just a moment.